I met my next guest at a random event where he was painting a mural of Eminem, which instantly caught my attention. He's been involved in graffiti since the late 80s, but that was short-lived as he switched his spray cans for turntables and took to DJing to impress the girls. It wasn't until 2009 that he took to picking up the spray cans again to transfer the images in his mind to walls and canvases. Maybe a bit of a late starter in the eyes of many, but what came from the transition was mind-blowing. It's with great pleasure that I introduce to you to the 521 Sofa Chat mural artist extraordinaire, Gnasher.
You all right, mate? How's it going?
All good. How are you?
Brilliant, mate.
I want to start with, were you into the culture of hip-hop or was graffiti from something else?
Basically, I was a skateboarder. I say skateboarder in the loosest tense. But I had all the gear and no idea. So I was going around with this skateboard trying to impress the girls. And they called me on it. They said, when are you going to go on the actual ramp? And I was like, I can't use skateboard. So I traded it in, and I think I bought a load of pens and went out tagging with my friend. And yeah, that's the greatest day of my life.
When you said you were into skateboarding and stuff,
yeah,
were you doing that for a long time before you realised that, nah, that's not for me, I want to try something different?
Mate, I started it out for a good old year. Because like, all the girls, they wanted the skateboarders, and I obviously wanted the girls.
So you know my next question is, right?
Right.
Did you actually get any girls from skateboarding?
Nah, don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'll try something else, you know what I mean? But yeah, you got to try it, yeah.
So what was it about graffiti that got you? And, you know, I mean, you were doing it for, what, from the late 80s to sort of early 90s?
There was a big movement in my hometown, and I was pretty good at art at school, and it seemed like the natural step to go up on it. But I didn't realise the addiction of just writing your name as many things as possible.
So it was just tagging more than anything?
Just tagging, yeah.
So you weren't even full-fledged?
No, I was just tagging, because I just... And this is obviously before the internet, so... And then some people say, oh, you're so-and-so, and it was like, oh, what a buzz. And then you want to try and get your name on as many things as possible. Don't get me wrong, I didn't hit like trains and stuff like that. I was just a small fry, really.
So in the eyes of a lot of graffiti artists, you're a bit of a sellout because you didn't hit the trains, you didn't do criminal things.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
They don't pay my bills. But then I started sort of getting into the painting the walls, and I learned at a very young age I was just really, really shit at letters. Like, I would do an outline, and it would start off really well, but it looked like a family portrait, but then like, the family tree colours gets like diluted down the gene pool, and they all turn away from each other. It was just a mess. It started off well, but it just fell apart at the end. So then I started getting into the characters. I was all right at that.
Okay.
And then I was a character guy.
So were you competitive with it?
No. I was just happy to be outdoors, really, to be fair.
I mean, you were just creating your own lane, really, to what you were doing.
Yeah. And we had lots of wicked influences around our ways, like Cans and Fuge. They were like way ahead of anyone around here. And then all the big name writers started coming in, and Colt moved in, and then you got Scammy come along as well, and it was like, oh, this is mad. Yeah. And I just got caught up with it. I was like a little kid with like a little black book, and I was just like following around, getting their photos, and it's great times. And then my weekends were like literally tramping up and down track sides, seeing if there's a new piece down here, new piece here. It's wicked, and you can't replicate that now. Now I'm checking out who's the new pieces, sitting on the toilet having a shit. You know what I mean? It's different to spending all weekend trying to find that one photo, going into East Ham, getting chased by people, and just so you can get your photo. And I've seen everyone's work in about the matter of 2 hours. I've started wiping my eyes. You know, I've done it all. So it's a different time of world, isn't it, really? How
did the scene where you were at compare to what was going on in London and Nottingham? And
I thought it was pretty up and coming. I think we was only down the track line from London, and all the writers are coming in from London. I thought it was very up and coming.
Okay. So what inspired you personally more? Was it what was going on in your own country, in your own backyard, or what was going on in New York?
Well, obviously, you got the books, you got the subway art, and you go through that, and you think this is amazing. Then spray can art comes out, and there's a little section called London, and that's where I think I really jumped on it.
So, when you realised that the lettering wasn't really for you, did you decide to switch it up, or did you decide, you know what, graffiti is just not for me, I'm going to do something else?
No, I cracked on. I was the character man. I was getting invited out everywhere. It was brilliant for me. Obviously, I was all right at art, and I could create my own characters. It was all kind of 2D b-boy style characters. And to this day, I could probably knock up a b-boy in like seconds. It was just ingrained in my head, you know, with the big eye, the Kango. And, but then obviously things progressed and I got into house music. No, it was like hardcore music. I stopped painting because I kept getting caught. I was not very good at getting away. So, but I gave it all up and got into the old DJing.
Okay.
And that's when I tried to impress the girls again. You can see there's like a flow going on there.
You see it, guys. You see a pattern building.
You know what I mean?
It's like everything's for the girls.
Don't you worry, it'll come back up again. Yeah, so I started getting the DJing, and then it never really went away. I always like you doodling stuff, and it never goes away. You see like new graph. In fact, I didn't even know graph was still going on. I was so tunnel visioned in my little world.
Yeah.
One of the things I did bump into, there was this album that it's a 12-inch. It was like Death of the Kamikaze. And the geezer had graphed it, and it was his kamikaze, the silhouette. And I was like, that is the best thing ever. And it wasn't until later on that I bumped into that fella that done the artwork, Art Jazz. And I was like, no, you done that cover.
Okay.
I bit the fuck out of that.
But you got to start somewhere, innit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
I was going through your Instagram pages, and I was seeing all this artwork, and I was like, it's rare that I'll kind of look at something and go, wow, that's amazing. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, that's amazing. And unlike a lot of people that just go swipe like,
Yeah.
I'm reading.
You're leaving comments
checking,
as well.
Yeah.
I did notice that. Yeah.
You know, and it's like I feel that you're touching a lot of people with your artwork. How does that make?
Wrong, doesn't it?
It does sound wrong, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it's a bit pervy, but yeah, don't worry
I'm
about
Rolf
that.
Harris. So, yeah, hopefully I'm not touching him in that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I always prefer, like, if people, they leave comments than likes. Likes, I do it all the time. I like, that's it, I'm done.
Okay, can you be honest? When you like people's stuff, do you just kind of like but don't actually know what they're saying? You just go like, I know him, like.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I ain't got time sometimes to listen to it. My phone's so clogged up with paint, I can't even hear the audio. So I'm liking it already. Yeah. It could be spouting off loads of racism. I'm like, yeah, I like it. Oh, what the fuck? See what I mean? You don't know. You know, he's having a bit of a meltdown.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, I should listen and get my phone cleaned. But yeah, usually I go through them all, and there's so many things I like. I get to such a point where I like so many things, I'm like, fuck, that's all good. I'm shit. Because I follow so many good artists, then I start blocking them because I'm thinking, they're too good. Right. If I don't know they exist, then I might feel a little bit better about myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Block. Yeah, fine. Right.
Block, you know, not like their thing.
Just block from my life. They're too good.
Yeah, but you do realise that you've created your own lane. That you don't need, like, even if there are people that are better than you. You know,
there's millions of people better than me. But if anyone says I'm the best at something, they're lying. Yeah. There's always someone better than you, whatever you do.
Yeah.
If you think that's the best thing I've ever done, give up. That's not the best thing you do. You're going to do something better next time. And there'll always be a better thing. And there's always someone better than you. And that's what keeps you going. Yeah. Don't get bitter like me and just start blocking people.
You don't sound
No, bitter. I don't really.
Does he sound bitter, guys?
No. So I unblock them. And crying. I sober up.
Right. Is there anyone that you want to name check and say, yeah, I blocked you?
No. Fuck that.
All right.
If you're good, I've blocked you. Yeah. If oh mate. Let's talk about Frazzlegate, yeah? Let's talk about Frazzlegate, shall we? So this is what happened, right? So I was living in Norwich and I was commuting all the time. Yeah. Petrol stations, 3 for a pound Frazzles, yeah? Mate, and I was just monstering, keeping myself awake. I was on 9 packs a day, yeah? I had such an addiction. I'm not even lying. I even wrote to Smiths saying, if you sponsor me, I'll do a massive Frazzle mural. Because I wanted to make a throne out of Frazzles, right? So it'll be like, I'll be sitting there like that. So boxes of Frazzles. Didn't get back to me. But yeah, my weight ballooned. And I even done this thing. I even chopped some up and put them in a line. And just for a shitty video, I snorted some. But, you know, mate, Frazzle addiction. So, I'm off that now. No, honestly, I'm off them.
Okay.
But I can talk about it.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Dave Nash, and I used to be a Frazzle addict. True story.
9-pack a day addiction.
9-pack a day. 9-pack a day. And then get home. Then the weekend, I was up to like 24 packs. I'm like monstering them. I didn't have time to talk. I'm just monstering packs of Frazzles.
What about special occasions?
48 packs. Just go in there, man. Oh, no. Frazzle sandwich. I'm just saying.
Oh, my God. I can't.
Fish finger sandwich.
With Frazzles. So you think of anything that's great, add Frazzles.
Yeah.
when I first restarted again, I used to watch certain artists like Smug, who's fucking brilliant, and I'd watch his videos and I'd learn and trying to work out his techniques and what paint he was using, even the nozzles he was using. How's he good? He's just good. So to forget him, he's just really, really good. But like, watch other people paint how they operate and just ask questions. Go to these jams and ask them questions. I watch people paint all the time. It does get boring, but go off, come back again, then you ask them, how did you do that? What colours did you use there?
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, people would have a light little chat and they got their music on there, take off and have a little chat and say, yeah, this is how I done that.
Yeah.
Or they'd be like, fuck off, I ain't telling you I done that.
Yeah.
So ignore them.
What you said there about, like, you know, people communicating and talking to you because you're asking, that's kind of weird, because most of the graffiti artists I used to talk to, they say that people are really cagey, they don't want to give away secrets. And
no, that's very true. So this is what happened, this is where I am now. I'm sitting on the fence. So I was a graffiti artist. I kind of toyed with the idea of being a street artist, and now I'm in the middle of, like, I'm neither, just a mural artist. And the mural artists will tell each other their secrets and stuff like that. Okay. Street artists don't so much, maybe graffiti artists don't, but you just find out by watching what they're doing. Okay. Oh, that's how you do it.
When we were on the phone the other day, you were saying you used to do design work.
Right, so when the old DJ didn't work out, I had to get a proper job. That was my sole aim. So I had all the qualifications to be a graphic designer. What I didn't realise was I was shit at graphic design, but I was really, really good at, like, Photoshop. So I kind of got into, like, photo retouching and stuff, working in magazines. And then that was my proper job, really. And it wasn't until 2009 that someone said, do you want to go out painting again? I was like, wow, no, mate, I'm too old and fat for that now. He goes, no. He goes, like, it's legal. You got these certain areas you can go and paint. So that blew my mind. So I bought some spray paint. We went out painting at Markfield in Tottenham. And I painted, I don't know, it was a goblin or something. I was thinking, I don't know what I'm going to sign this. So I just signed it my old DJ named Gnasher. I was thinking, no, I'm never doing that again. About 2 days later, I went out painting again. And I was proper addicted by then. Okay. And because it was like, so you would take a little bag of beers or something, or you would have a little catch up. You bring your sandwiches, and instead of, like, you meeting your mates down the pub, or you're going out drinking or whatever, you're meeting at a wall. We're collabing. We're talking about the colours we're going to use, and you doing that thing? You doing that thing? And then you're like old women catching up, bitching about this, that, and the other. And I just bought straight into it all of a sudden. But very soon, I got sort of asked to do a commission. It was in a barber's in Seven Sisters. It's my very first commission. I don't think I charged them too much, but I won't forget that in a hurry. I had to paint Michael Jackson. Okay. And that was shocking. And they...
Why was that shocking?
Oh, mate, the lightning coming out his fingers, it was just pathetic. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why Michael Jackson did the lightning out his fingers. That's fucking... But he did then. Yeah, I nailed that. And then... but they were just smoking.
Was that your idea or theirs?
Yeah, it was my idea.
Okay. So when...
I know why it was my idea. Because they were smoking the strongest weed I've ever smoked in my life, right?
So
suddenly Michael Jackson had fucking electric fingers. I don't know what was going on. And they give me a can of Red Stripe as well. I thought, fuck, I was off my nut. I don't think I finished that commission right.
When you were doing your graphic design, did you ever think at any point that it was going to lead to this? Or were you just like, graphic is...
Never in a million years. But then the commissions started rolling in. Oh, do you want to do my kid's bedroom? Do you do this? Do you do this? And then my job started getting downsized to like a part-time job. And I do commissions the rest of the time. And then the weekends I'm painting. And then I was just obsessed that you could make money out of this. I couldn't believe it.
Now I'm hearing you talk, you still seem to have that same kind of excitement as someone who started on the day.
Someone is willing to pay me to come in their house and paint some shit on their wall. I can't get over it, really. But I do get some weird comments when I turn up to their house. They're like, I've had a few, and they're like, oh, fuck, I thought you'd be younger. Or like, oh, I thought you'd be cooler. Do you know? I was like, do you want me to do this or not? You know what I mean? I turned up in my Citroen Berlingo. They're like, oh, it's not like the picture I had in my head. They thought I'd be probably like a young, like smart car, like
Lambo and
whatever. I'm like, all right, can you put the kettle on, please? I'm starving. Oh, my back hurts. Come on, toilet.
Every 40 seconds.
Yeah. Anyway, so
you mentioned 2009. So that
2009 is when I got the message saying, do you want to go out painting again?
Right. So you had like a 16-year sabbatical from doing it before you got back into it.
So I went, after the music didn't kind of sort of pan out as what I expected. It did all right, but it ain't gonna make my livelihood. I went off backpacking for 8 years.
Okay.
And then come back, and then you started to settle down with a family, and there was some sort of void missing. Not that your family's a void or anything, but there was something else you need to do. Like blokes always need a hobby, like golf. I ain't doing golf. That's shit. That's the shit, isn't it? Get a tiny little hole, fucking miles away over there. No, I ain't doing no golf. So it was just like fishing. No, I can't bother to sit there all day and not catch anything. I weren't willing to sit in the cold and do that. But that hobby for me was just excellent. And then it went into a job, and now my passion for it is probably not as much as what it used to be. So like, if someone said, "Oh, do you want to come paint this weekend?" I'm like, not really. I've been doing it all week. I've been like chomping around in fumes all week, and then so I'm kind of missing that now. What I should do, probably need another hobby.
Like 2009, obviously you said you picked it up again and everything. To many, that is a late starter.
Oh yeah, big time.
Right? So, you know, at this point, were you just doing it as a hobby? Were you thinking, I might pursue it as a career? Did something click to go, this is a career now?
Mate, I was just happy to be there.
Okay.
And there's a little thing called Urban Fabric, which is like Facebook for just graffiti heads. And that's the exciting thing, is the connection. I don't know this person, but we've already got a connection. And now, some of my best friends are graffiti artists that I've met in the start of all of this nonsense that I do now.
Yeah.
But now it's obviously progressed, and now it's like a full-time job, and it is going places, and it's very commercial what I'm doing, and it's going to from kids' bedrooms all the way up to like business, you know.
So what's the biggest business that you've done something for, or is that something you can't talk about?
We're going to be working for all the Premiership clubs. That's what's happened. We're
all of them.
All of them. We were signed up for quite a few. Me and this company that my friend started, and I'm one of the artists on it. And there's two main artists, it's me and this other guy, and we're going to be doing something big for these Premiership clubs. And so that's what should have happened last year, but the old pandemic. Yeah, like I'll be honest, this is not kind of the what I was expecting. I wasn't really expecting this to happen, really.
I don't think anyone was.
No, do you know what? I was ready for the zombie apocalypse. I was ready for that, right? I was all queued up for that. I weren't ready for like, because I've got my baseball bats and everything ready, yeah? I weren't ready for the pandemic, and we had to get a lot of shit roll and pot noodles. I weren't ready for that. So yeah, I'm waiting for the zombie apocalypse.
If you had to choose between the zombie apocalypse and this, what would you choose? I mean, with the zombies, we can kill them in it, but with this, we're fighting an enemy we can't see.
Well, exactly. I say I'm not too fan of Lockdown Part 3. It wasn't the best of the trilogy, was it?
Yeah, I think it got silly after a while.
Yeah.
You know, did that hinder your work?
Yeah, it did at first.
Badly or just like?
Really badly. So the first 6 weeks I didn't work at all. It was kind of a novelty for a little while, and then I went a little bit mad. The first sign of madness is when I started painting The Shining on my cupboards. Here's Johnny, just smashing through the cupboards. I thought that'd be fucking brilliant, wouldn't it? Put it in the bedroom. And then I started creeping up all around the front of my house, the back. I painted President Trump in my back garden, which did not go down well in America, like drinking a bottle of bleach. Australian TV come around and filmed it. They loved it. They thought it was well funny.
Yeah.
The Americans not so much. Yeah, it's quite a bit of hate I got.
Yeah.
I was like, but they can't fly here, can they? Because it was like quarantine, wasn't
yeah,
it? So I was like, I'll stay for a little while. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to forget about it.
Only for a while.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
How did you land the football commission?
So I painted this fella's house called Mark Silver, and he goes, "There's something in this," and he just goes, "There's something in this." I did like his change room effect. He goes, "It's got legs." He goes, "It's got legs. We're going to do something. We do something big. I've got connections." And then suddenly there is connections. Then we've been signed up. We've signed contracts. We started work for Liverpool. We've started painting all around Anfield. Me and my friend.
What, the stadium itself, or
around the outsides of the stadium?
on separate canvases, or
walls,
on the
walls.
actual on the actual building?
Yeah.
So your shit's gonna be there forever.
Yeah, exactly. So we're
Bloody
getting about. My mate, he painted the Henderson lifting up the cup.
Yeah.
The moment he sort of lifted up the cup. So, so I've always been a fan of football. This is the next level. I'm going to go. Not that I'm going to not do anything else, but it's going to be more football orientated. I think it's just got legs, and we've got some great clients coming up, and I can't talk about it because every time I say to my wife or whatever, this is what's going to happen, it never happens.
So how you feeling about the direction that your life's taken since you picked up the cans again? Are you enjoying it? Is it become a chore?
It has a bit, yeah. But I've got nothing else to do. the design industry and everything's moved too far now. So I have to go in it. I'm balls deep already now, so I've got to crack on.
Yeah.
But I'm going to move into like probably management maybe.
What kind of management?
I'll be managing other artists, and I'll be like project
As in-
managing. I'll be project managing other artists and saying, and then I'll
But
cherry pick.
artists as in, you know, mural artists.
There'll be graffiti artists.
Yeah.
And they're doing murals as well now.
Okay, all right, wicked.
And I'll be helping out as well, but like I'll be kind of like getting the scissor lift, getting the design sorted, talking to the client, and we'll be sorting it out that way.
Okay.
But I'll get all the really good jobs. I'll cherry pick them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they get too good, I'll just block them. You know what I mean? They're done with, isn't it? That's how it is. You get to a certain level, I'll fucking block them. So that's how it works. Don't get too good.
So what's your long-term plan? I mean, when you say this agency, are you talking just UK artists? You're talking about like...
There's a few projects in Spain, and the thing is with like the internet, it's such a small place. You can speak to people in Spain, and then you bounce on people with like other jobs. And they're from like they fly over just to do a commission, and you're chatting to them, and it's like, "Fucking, you're brilliant. I'll remember
and
you."
you can block them from a distance as well.
Mate, I can block them anyway.
That's
I'll
the
block
key.
anyone.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Do me a favour. When you get home tonight, can you block me?
Mate, I've already done it. Mate. I've been sitting there talking to you. What are you talking about? You're like, you already blocked me. You don't even see my comments, do you?
I ain't seen you on Facebook for ages.
Well, I'm there every day, spouting some amazing stuff like Frazzlegate. or fucking whinging on about Thomas Tank Engine, because I hate that little fucking prick. I fucking hate him so much. Thomas the Tank Engine is a prick. Look, he just fucks shit up for the whole episode, yeah? And then the fat controller comes in and he goes, "You know, what are you doing? What the fucking hell are you doing?" He's like, "Fucking put it all right." So he spends the other half of the episode putting it all right. Get rid of him. It'll be a fucking efficient train station, yeah? And it'd be called Sodor. Like, there's no... Thomas Tank ain't got no friends. I'm just saying, they ain't his friends. They fucking hate him. Henry's in charge. Get him in it. Just call it Henry. Done. Fucking Thomas Tank.
Sorry, if the program directors came to you and said, right, commission to do this.
Oh, yeah, I'm a slag. I'll do anything for money. I'll be honest with you. Literally anything.
Can you do me a favour?
Yes.
Say that in the camera.
I'll do anything for money.
Why?
I don't know about
Why? Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because I'm shallow and I need money to buy more frazzles.
And can you just add that last bit with the slag?
Oh, you slag.
Yeah.
So I'm a slag. I'm a media slag. I am a media slag, I'll be honest with you.
Okay. Not many people would admit that, but
I do.
respect it.
No, everyone says I'm a social media slag and I'm fishing for likes and stuff like that.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
I was gutted until I did the next post.
And you became a bigger slag.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that
Facebook
works, doesn't
slag.
it?
Facebook slag.
Yeah.
But I see where it's all going. It's the way we live, though, isn't it? Everyone lives on the social media, don't they? So.
And talking of your artwork, you brought a couple of pieces in.
I did indeed.
Do you want to tell the story behind each one?
Yeah, sure. Let's start off with the old one over there. It's Keith Flint. So I got involved with a project, Kieran MacGyver, and he was touring with Public Enemy, and it was like the Prodigy and Public Enemy would do a show. They were both touring, and the thing was they were going to get a canvas signed by Keith Flint and a canvas signed by Flavor Flav. And then we was going to send some screens of get some prints of them and stuff like that. So he got his signed, and that was going to be mine. And my friend got the Flavor Flav. But it never kind of worked out in the end. And there was a whole thing even in Paris where there was the explosions, and I couldn't go to the concert, and it was like, I was gutted. But now I've got the canvas now, and poor rest of his soul, he passed away. I was gutted about it because I am one of their biggest fans. Even though I can't pronounce the band, I'm still a big fan of that band that I can't pronounce.
So what's your plans with this canvas? Are you going to keep it?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it forever. Yeah.
Okay.
I have been offered money for it, about £1,000.
Okay.
I haven't really fallen on the hard times as yet, but yeah, I don't really want to sell it. It's just like it's got his name on it, like he signed it.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when did you do that?
That was quite a few, about 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I have since did a mural in Braintree, was where he's sort of
where
living.
he's from.
Yeah, and we did it at Braintree FC.
Yeah.
And the Prodigy did. They said, "Oh, respect, bro," and they were going to come to see it, but they never did. Okay. That's probably because of the pandemic or whatever. But yeah.
But you've said you want to keep it forever because it's got his signature on it. That's a big thing. So.
Yeah, I was a massive fan, and I went to V97, and it's probably the best. Oh no, this is not hip hop anyway, but it was the best live gig I've ever seen. and he stole the show. He looked mad.
He's mad, isn't he?
He was just like, he was drinking water and just spitting it out the crowd, but it was the lights that hit him behind it. It just looked like fire. I don't think it was all the red stripe I've been drinking all that day. It looked mad. It was proper mad, and it was one of the best live gigs I've seen in a long time.
Okay.
Apart from Eminem, I think, before he became extra famous.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the next one I did was in lockdown, the passing of Ty as well.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know him personally.
Has he signed this, or?
Yes, I signed that one there. He hasn't signed it.
Oh, you've
no.
signed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the way I know about Ty is my friend Ben Wachenji, he made a wooden sculpture of his face. I was thinking, what the fuck's that? And then you start digging around and thinking, oh man, he's a rapper and stuff like that. And he sort of knew.
Oh, you didn't even know Ty?
Not before that. Not for
you
no. When I did the canvas, this is like way back.
Oh, okay.
Way back.
Okay,
No, I knew when he passed. Yeah. But yeah, so when he passed, I had his spare canvas and I was sitting going mad, painting the whole of my house. And I was like, here's a canvas. I just did that instantly. I don't know why, I just did it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it with my man here, Blade. And if anyone that knows Ty's family, I'd love to pass it on, please.
Let's use Keith as an example. How long did that take you to do?
So about 4 hours, that one.
So,
so canvas takes about 4 hours.
So is it down to the size or is it down to what you're painting?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think canvas is around about sort of 2 to 3, maybe 4 hours. And then if you do like a whole wall, it's going to take me all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could do a massive portrait and smash it out in a few hours. Or I could spend all day stressing about his nostril that I got wrong, crying, you know, having a few emotional breakdowns, and then suddenly it gets all right. Or if it doesn't look very good, you don't post it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You block it. Just block it. I've done that. I've done something so bad that I blocked it from the internet. I managed to track it down everywhere it was and I blocked it everywhere. So it never happened. All right, so I do the locker room thing, and I've tried to. Other people don't really want to touch it. It's a ball ache. It takes so long to do because you've got the little shelves. You put your little socks on, and then you got to paint it all to make it look like it's 3D.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's a ball ache. And I did it once. I thought, I'll be all right. I never got to do that again. 6,000 Arsenal like dressing rooms later, I'm still doing it. And
so you actually go into the dressing rooms?
No. You paint it on a wall to make it look like a dressing room.
Right.
So and then you get your kid's name or your famous players next to you. You know. See, I have done something for Ian Wright, and it was terrible what I painted. The image I had to do and the image that I turned up with was 2 different things, and it was like it caught me on the spot. I turned up with this really high-res image of his face, and he goes, "No, we want to paint this one." I was like, "Oh." So I met Van Dyke. He seemed all right. I didn't know who he was though. Yeah. There's a massive dude pulled up in a matte Hummer while I was painting in the pouring rain. He just stuck his head out and went, "All right." I was like, "All right, all right." I was thinking, fucking. And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Nice mural." I was like, "Oh, nice one." Yeah. And then the thing was like, I was like, "That's Van Dyke." And then all the crowds jumped on his car, and he went, sped off. I was like, "Fuck, that's Van Dyke." Oh, blah. What's it been a duck a dig for?
So what's next in the pipeline for you?
Dinner.
Okay.
And then bed, and then probably I'll get up at 3 for a wee, and then 5.
I think he's misunderstood the question.
Oh, right. No, I know exactly where we're going. I'm hoping this time next year, Wadney, I'll be a millionaire, and I ain't going to be spray painting in my life. So no, I don't hate it. It's just the fumes will get to you after a while, and you start going a little bit mad, and you're losing all your memories. And
I think we're seeing signs of it now.
What? I think this is a dream. I reckon I'm going to wake up with no trousers and pants on. Do you know what I mean? Oh, fuck. But we're involved in Twickenham as well, rugby.
Okay.
So we're not just sticking on football, it's going to be sport.
So this is a massive thing for you.
We're going big.
It's constant, ongoing.
So look, the highlight of my last year was when I did, me and my friend, we painted for the start of Match of the Day. Okay. And it was like massive. Or it was for me. And I watched Match of the Day and I was like, fuck, come on, BBC. Yeah. And I phoned up my dad, goes, did you see that? He went, yeah. What do you think? He went, He goes, West Ham was shit one day. I was like, fucking hell, Dad. That's not the point.
But you're a West Ham fan?
I am indeed, yeah.
Okay.
And we are going to be doing something massive for West Ham's very soon. And
is that a direct link with
that's
them?
for the company we started, Mural.
Okay, all right.
And it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, I'll do it anyway. Yeah. Fuck it.
All right, is there anything else that you want to say before we round it up?
I've got nothing interesting to say at all, really. I'm looking forward to my dinner.
What are you having?
Mate, I'm hoping it's Frazzle now. No, I'm fucking back in my head. It's like 4 years I ain't touched a Frazzle, and now I'm thinking, there's like a couple of petrol stations. I can have a little munch up.
Resist.
I don't think I can, mate.
For Frazzle.
I don't know,
You know,
Has anyone learned anything? No.
We've learned that you like frazzles. That's more
If
than
we
enough.
can take that one thing away here,
Yeah, that's it. That's what I believe.
it was all worth it, wasn't it? Fucking hell. Fucking what? This is
look,
like your shittiest interview, right? Out of all of them. I've
No,
looked at
not
them all,
at
they're
all.
really interested. I'm like, oh, he's got a really fascinating story. I like him, what he's saying there. And obviously, watching the one previous, I was like, fuck, that's really fascinating. Then you got me coming on. It's going to lower your tone, right? We might get another audience of fucking idiots. Hey, I like anything.
No, listen, like, the thing is, you're not one of those people that puts your story out there. You just put your paintings up and people either like or they don't. You don't reveal too much of yourself. So
I really hope they
saying?
do like it, because I do take it home with me when I get trolled quite often. And I do take it home with me and I'm like, oh, fucking hell, yeah, that is wrong there. And I'll go out and I'll fix it. But I'm just like in Germany I did something and, oh, shit, the flack I got from that. So I went out to Germany and I painted Elvis at the Elvis Festival. Yeah. And it was on a curved surface. I'm just putting excuses, but it was an old photo on a curved surface, and it was like an old 50s picture I had to do. And everyone was happy with it until I got home back to England, and the press wrote, it looks like Kim Jong-il had gone to an eye hospital and got a beast or something like that. And a beast, Kim Jong-il going to the eye hospital, that's what they called it. And I was devastated, and I hit the insomnia button. I didn't sleep after that. I had to we flew out to Germany just to fix it. I think it took me about 5 minutes.
Okay.
I was happy with that after that.
So
yeah.
if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
Porn. I'll be a porn star.
Watching it later, just watching it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be involved in that. That was a quick film, wasn't it? Fucking hell. Fucking credits ain't even started. He's finished. No. I'll probably still work in the office. I do miss working in the office and the banter and stuff like that. Because now it's just me and my head in a room full of fumes.
Talking of in a room full of fumes, I saw some pictures of like your son's room that you turned into like a games room or something, and it's all graphed up.
Right, so little prick keeps changing his mind all the time. Okay. So I've painted it 3 times now. Right. And the last one was Dele Alli, and that just killed me. I said, nothing else is happening. I can't do Dele Alli. I don't need to Tottenham. It's killed me, that did.
Yeah, don't say that to my missus.
So now we're gonna roll it all out. Yeah. And it's just gonna be a blank wall.
Okay.
And
so just straight paint.
I think so now. Okay. Yeah, I can't be doing no more. He ain't paying. I'm not being funny. Yeah. He needs to get a job. I know he's only 11, but like I've done fucking 3 of them now. Little prick. Next one he's get is West Ham, 100%.
So I guess he's a Tottenham fan.
Yeah. So you know the social service has been called. Everything's happening, right? So it's out of my hands now. There's nothing more you can do about it, is there, really? Where did I go wrong, Dad? But I'll be thinking of that on the way home. What did I do wrong? Right.
Social media, do you want to promote yourself?
Not really.
You don't want to do it?
Nah. No, Gnasher Murals with a G. Remember from the Beano, so it's Gnasher. And Murals, Murals. At everything. I'm, like I say, a media slag.
This is a guy that I've been following for a few years, and like I said, I'm blown away by the work that he does. It's incredible, and you know, his account got hacked. I mean, he had like about 30,000 followers at one point.
I had like 18,000 on Instagram, but it's all gone.
And it's all gone, and he's had to rebuild again. So if you're watching this, you're a fan of what you're seeing here, he's got tons of work like this, even better. Right, the ones of the lions that I've seen, ridiculous. You know, I want that on my wall. Jeez.
I do love a big pussy.
Even if it bites.
No, especially if it bites.
That's what it's called Gnasher, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, links to all of his social media and connections can be found in the description below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the bell to get the notifications. Comment, like, share, and drop us ideas of people that you would like to see on the channel, and we'll try to make that happen. Thanks for watching.